Hey, Ginger, it's Colton. How are you?
Hi, I'm great, Colton. How are you?
I'm doing so well. Thanks for asking.
How is the temperature where you're at currently?
I have not been outside yet today. I've been in the back of the bus doing interviews, so I
Oh,
might have to get
okay.
back to you on that. It looks cold and rainy.
Oh, well, what state are you in right now?
Also, a great question.
Oh,
Um, I think we're in Alabama, actually.
oh,
Um,
okay. So
yeah,
it's
we're in
still
Mobile,
warmish.
Alabama.
Yeah, well, the 18th will be in my neck of the woods up here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and
Woo!
yeah, you won't you'll know it's cold. Even if you're
Yeah,
inside, you'll still know.
I'll pack the parka for that one.
Exactly. I'm so stoked that Winter Jam is like back to its full like you see
Ah,
the map with all the pins on it, and it's like
yes.
yes, it's so awesome. And then they just brought it this time with the lineup. I mean, you, Skillet, Torin, KB, I am they. I mean, a new girl, Abby Robertson. I love her stuff. Like it's just like good all over the map. Like
It
it's
is.
it.
I completely agree. I'm like, man, like even myself removed as a fan of Christian music, I'm geeking out on this tour.
Well, I interestingly enough, I always look up Wikipedia. I understand some of that is not right, but I thought I'm gonna see if there's something I don't know about Colton because I've interviewed you many times, and one of your influences you mentioned is Skillet is like one of your main influences, and I was
That's
like,
true.
it's full circle. Here it is.
Yeah, I know. It's like pinch me moment every time. I round the corner and there's John Cooper. I'm like, oh my god,
And
hi,
could they
how
be
are
more?
you?
They're like the most. I mean, I gotta say, I was almost as surprised that they were as down to earth they are, but I was even more surprised that you were as down to earth as you were. We met in at the Unity Festival in Muskegon, Michigan, and a friend of mine was doing an interview with you in a trailer and said, "Oh, well, come on in," and we talked for like 45 minutes, the three of us, and then like I was literally shocked. Like you don't know, the American Idol experience, and you just don't know what all that does to somebody, and
Sure, yeah,
you just kind of
totally.
have a preconceived notion like like is this gonna be awkward, and are they gonna just be like, why are you here? And you couldn't be more friendly. You even did a video like shout out to my two daughters, and said, what are you doing not being here, kind of thing. And I mean, it
Yeah,
was so awesome. Like, it's the another full circle moment is back when he was on The Voice. I interviewed Brandon Chase, and now he's on tour with
yes,
you. Like I'm
I
like
know. We share a bus together actually.
American Idol and The Voice right there. Um,
Yeah,
if this is what it can produce, they need to keep the shows in business for that reason alone. I was a big fan of Brandon's, and then when I am they announced he was on there, I was like, oh yes, like this just got better. Like, and I thought they couldn't get better, but yeah, sorry. And then when I was on the, and then they scheduled me with Matt for the interview, and I was like, I'm a tiny bit disappointed Brandon's not on here. Like, I was like, but only for the fact that I interviewed him back when, and he
oh
goes, so
sure.
he texted him, and so he came in and jumped on the interview. So it was,
Oh, that's amazing.
it was a sweet moment. I was excited. But I love seeing you live. Like, I will say that I played your I was playing a couple of your videos. Like I said, I was like looking up some Wikipedia and stuff, just thinking if there's something I missed, that I
Sure.
want to talk about. And then I was looking at your videos and was watching Miracles, and my child, who is 27, was like, "Oh my gosh!" For a minute, from a distance and from hearing him, I thought it was, and I have never thought you sounded like this person. Big mainstream guy. Have you ever been referred to as Justin Bieber? Like,
You know,
yeah,
not the first time.
is it not?
Doesn't happen often. But hey, I will take it
You
just
know,
as like on top of
I
the world right now.
I'm a huge fan of Justin. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, it used to be like an embarrassing thing or something, but the boy's talented. Like, I mean,
Yes.
he's old enough, and he's also matured into quite the incredible young believer, and like, it's,
Yeah.
but literally, he was like, the way you were dancing in the video, or, like the whole, he was like, and then, but the singing, and I was like, I've never thought he sounded like Justin, but I was like, in that song, I was like, you know what? You're right. Like, it really does sound like him. But I will say,
That is funny.
I'm a huge fan of Made to Fly. Like, I
Thank
think
you.
that's like this anthem song. Like, you ought to, like, I can just see that swelling, in a big, in like Winter Jam, like hearing that song. Like, it's so incredible. But more importantly, I have a fan question from a girl in Canada who's a huge fan of yours. Her name's Twyla, and it's a question I was going to ask because I'm all about this. She said, "How are your twin girls doing, and what have you learned about parenting that has surprised you and your wife?"
Oh man. Well,
Where do you
part one,
start?
they're doing wonderful. Their names are Athens and Dior, and they're just the sweetest little girls. So we're loving being parents. Um, Something that surprised us. I feel like I'm surprised by something very often. So
Pretty
let
much
me think
daily.
here. Yeah. Even by like the positive things. It's like, oh my gosh, like I just remember like the first time they smiled, or first time we heard like one of them laugh was just heart melting. Just amazing. Um, Something I've learned. Oh, I learned that you cannot give a child, I think it's under 2 years old, honey. And I
Really?
don't know. I don't know why that is. I didn't learn it the hard way. We didn't. We didn't give one of them honey. But I'm just like,
Well, it's not a
why?
go-to food for that age. You don't want them having anything sticky.
Yeah, I guess not. But my question is, honey. If that's not, because honey like breaks down, dissolves. It's not like
Right.
they're gonna eat it off the spoon.
And it
We would
helps
maybe like,
develop your allergies, like resistance. Like I thought.
yeah. I know. I would think it would be good. So it makes me ask the question. Well, if it's not good for like a 2-year-old, is it good for us?
Yeah, exactly.
Should we be eating this?
Okay, don't ruin it for me, Colton. Come on.
I know. Honey latte all day long, but yeah. So that was something I learned. So there
Did
you go.
you also learn how little sleep you can actually survive on? And has
Oh,
a-
1,000%.
and that sleep, how does that compare to tour life? Tour life, you get more sleep, right?
Oh man, tour life.
As
I use
grueling
FaceTime
as it
with
can
my
be.
wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be grueling, but man, yeah, sleeping in a bunk and knowing like, oh man, like if the girls cry, I'm gonna have to give a check, or my wife's gonna give a check, whatever. Yeah, I sleep a lot better on the bus.
Can now,
Now, for sure.
that's another reason to make Skillet your hero, because John and Corey doing that on the road parenting. I mean,
Man,
my hat's off to them.
same.
God did not call me in that direction, and I know now why.
Yeah, they are great parents. Their kids are living testament to that. Just the sweetest kids. Love hanging out with them. We're actually really sad that their daughter's not out on the road with us this time. One of the first times I got to tour with them, it was both kids out, and they were just so much fun to be around. But yeah, it's amazing to see that and see it done well.
So, what is our next music coming from Colton? I'm sorry. I feel like I get like starved every time you go away. Like, not go away, but like every time like I get like addicted to your album, and then I'm like, okay, when's the next one? And I know it's a long process. So, but still, yeah, when's the next album?
Sooner than you think.
Uh-oh.
We just got greenlit on. Um, I don't know if I can really say. We just got greenlit on something.
Something important. Things are moving.
It's something. Yeah, things are moving, but it's gonna be sooner than you think. We were gonna be debuting a new song on Winter Jam. It just didn't quite work out, but it's gonna be soon. So super excited.
I can't wait. I will say my go-to Colton song is Never Gone. And there are times
Yeah.
where that chorus gets in my head for absolutely no reason. I hadn't even been listening to music at that point of the day yet. And it's just a song I needed when it came out, and I think everybody needs it at some point in their day and their week. And I mean, like, post COVID, like, and you had babies during all of this, like two of them at the same time. Like, I mean, like, did this like inspire different music in you?
Oh, 100%. Songwriting for me is all about perspective, and whether you're trying to reach a new perspective or you're looking back at, at the past. And yeah, having kids and being married for a few years now, and these are all things that affect not just my songwriting, but even just how I view a relationship with God. Even like all of that changes, and changes for the better, in my opinion. So yeah, I think as new songs start to come out, I think you'll see just a perspective shift. Um, and I hope you guys dig it. But I'm pumped about it.
I think there's probably no chance we won't dig it. Um, I'm just saying,
Well, that's good.
if you're looking for ideas, though, I mean, I say, you guys, at least on stage, could, do a song together, and maybe do Never Gone, uh Mr. Chase and yourself. Like, I think
That'd be fun.
hearing the two of you sing together, I think would be epic. Like, if you just do it on
I'll have to let
Instagram.
him know.
Yes, like, he is so incredibly talented. It's amazing. Like, I just, from anything, The Voice, American Idol, for as many good things as it can happen, it can also, because it puts you right there in the world and mixes you up with all kinds of environments. It can go sadly the other direction, and, like, but we look what we've got. Like, you, Mandisa, even Brandon's coming from The Voice now. Like, we need more voice people out of there. We've been pulling some American Idol, so we need to pull some more voice. But
Yeah.
it's so incredible to see that happen, and I'm so excited that you're not only coming to Winter Jam, but now, like, I hear I'm getting more new music. But I'm still addicted to your when you redid your albums, to the more stripped down versions,
Oh yeah.
like I'm addicted to, like, Anchor, and um
Yes.
just, I mean, I don't know. I was excited to see, like, any of the music videos every time they come out. I'm excited. I know that being a parent for me, and now I'm a grandparent. My daughter had a baby in this,
Wow.
so yeah,
I hear
it's
the only thing better than being a parent is being a grandparent. So
Oh, that's real. Because you know what? It felt like being a mom for the first time again. Like, my
wow.
daughter, and it's my daughter, my baby having a baby. So, and
Yeah.
he's gonna be 1 month old on Sunday, and his name is Damon Joseph Nazelli. There's no reason he
Ah, that's
can't be a
amazing.
rock star. I mean,
Oh, 100%.
like, right?
Success.
I mean, for real, like, he has the, although we don't have a dog named Ozzy, or, something like that. Uh, they do have she used to have a Vin Diesel, though. But
That's amazing.
he was a
Oh,
pit.
that's amazing.
Yeah, but they have many dogs and many cats, and now a human. And so I like to see how much she knows about parenting already. That she's going to tell me I raised 3 kids, but but yeah, I think that the great thing about parenting, and now grandparenting, like, it just added another layer to my ability to go, oh God, is this how you felt when I was here? Because
Yep.
it's a perfect thing to say father and my child, because it's very much that same, relationship, and that unconditional love, and but also too, like, you can be 2 inches from them and them skin their knee and you couldn't do anything to stop it. Or
Yes.
sometimes you can stop it and you know you shouldn't because they won't learn. So I
Hmm.
think, oh man, on bigger levels, like God's all over this. Like, it
Oh, a
helps you
thousand percent.
make sense of it for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. My relationship with God has deepened tremendously after having kids. Just that, again, perspective
I
of how much I love them, what I wouldn't do for them, and having that little nudge of God saying, "I feel the exact same way about you." It's like, oh, so good.
Well, and I can't wait for Winter Jam. I know you are probably like me, like back to back interviews today. So I'll let you go, but the 18th you'll be here. Bring a coat. You
Yes.
we'll have the winter. You bring the jam because it's all about cold right now and snow.
Sounds good. I love
But
that.
we will see you in a couple of weeks. Thank you for every interview. You're just always so gracious, and I appreciate you and praying safe travel mercies for everybody. And tell Brandon, hey, let's collaborate on something.
Sounds good.
You guys could make it happen. I know. Well, we'll see
All
you
right.
soon. All right.
Sounds good. It's great talking to you.
Thanks, Colton.